Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Robinson will throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I love this play call. There's an example of an offensive coordinator that's willing to attack every area of the field in a lot of different ways, using the jet sweep and using the speed of that wide receiver to get to the perimeter outside.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Robinson looking to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Zimmerman. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's quick.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 in middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Offense gets set for second down. The option look. He'll toss it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Robinson will throw. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Robinson looking to pass. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it's an early down on the 1-yard line, so I think everybody's expecting run. They go play action to see if they can catch the defense off guard, but they do a good job on the back end with coverage incomplete.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Yo, I'm back.
Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Good morning.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the option. Nice move to keep running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? He scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away to find some room. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. He'll start this drive firing. good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Robinson will throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Parks. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Fast motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game and zone reads. But I love when you sprinkle in a little jet sweep. Use the athleticism of your wide receivers to help you go get first downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Robinson looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Zimmerman. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll do it himself. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Great move, now he's got room. And the defense drags him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Now on the option. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Feeling some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Dropping back, it's Best. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The short hands, it's Parks. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Robinson will throw. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They're working that left side. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got an open man. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it! And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the air one more time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch and gets the score. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brewster. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Going up top on first down. Pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Trying to set the tone with the run. On the move is the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen. You get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because it's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Goes to the option. Running with power. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
On the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Kyle, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
Robinson looking to pass. Firing deep. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They bring the punter onto the field now. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. On the option. The pitch. At the 35, he's open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle. It's Parks. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Robinson will throw. Makes his connection. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Parks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, he got loose. And he's got a touchdown. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Bounced off his feet.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback will go in the other direction.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Line is set on 3rd down. They want to throw it. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Bulldozes him. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Robinson will throw. Finds his big tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The run to the left. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Zimmerman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
It's a completion, not a 1st down, but effective to give the punt team some space. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Parks. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Smith takes the handoff. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 40. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Parks.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's caught. That's a touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection. Let's see what they've got on second down. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He'll do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Robinson looking to pass. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You've got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
We reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Finds his man. It's Brewster. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. They'll try to pound their way in. He can't make it in. The 2-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the 4th. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Third down coming up.